sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Jason Tatum already an all-star, but he won't rest until he's a superstar. He said, quote, "Nobody puts higher expectations on me than myself. When I have big games, I try not to get too excited because the guys I look up to, they do it often. I want to get to the point where when I do it, it's kind of like another night." Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And to look at the starters for the Knicks, Cam Reddish is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Zion Williamson. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. And for Orlando, Wendell Carter is out there with Wagner. Then it's Suggs. Then there's Anthony. And it's Howard in at the center position, locking down the middle. And tonight, two of the more methodical offenses in the league, Grant. With so many teams going fast, what makes teams go slow?
Well, it could be a number of things. You have lumbering big men and efficient half-court offense. Also, if you have a lockdown defense, then you can sometimes use that to control pace to tighten their clamps.
Now here's Barrett. Rebounded by Suggs. Pass to Anthony. Here's Carter. Back to Anthony. To the wing on the left. Here's Suggs. Tatum with a steal. Fast break, New York. Here's Reddish. That three's off the mark. Now Wagner. Pass to Anthony. Now here is Howard. To the wing, right side. Wagner with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Clock at 2. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Here's Reddish. That shot off the mark. And Orlando the other way now. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Williamson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Barrett finds Williamson. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. Off the inbound. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
One thing you know when defending Barrett, he wants to get to the rim every chance he can.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Barrett. And you know, Grant, on his attacks to the basket, Barrett is looking for points, a foul, or both.
Oftentimes initiating the contact, too. As he gets more established in the league, he'll get more calls to go his way. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Anthony against Barrett, out to the right wing. Here's Suggs. No good that time. Great D that time from Williamson. To the inside. And Reddish gets it to go.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Orlando calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on, get loud for your 407.
Changing it up here. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. In third, New York.
That kind of efficiency from range is generally an indicator of a dominant offense.
Outside Fultz. To the middle. Out to Harris. Back to White. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining.
Left side Fultz takes the 3. And the Magic again can't hit. The Knicks have gone only 2 of 7 so far. A cold start. Hero finds Edwards. There's the 3. And Fultz pulls it down. Orlando has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Harris passes to Carter. And here's White. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of action. Just under 3.5 minutes played. Picked by Carter. Harris passes to Fultz. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Jackson. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Hero outside to the paint. Kicks it out to Jackson. Hero outside. Jackson down low. He's guarded by White. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Fultz into the lane, and it's good for 2.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Here's Edwards. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Pass to Carter. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
The Magic making a switch here. Hampton's checked in. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Hero finds Edwards. Back to Jackson. Pass to Edwards. He goes up again. Orlando grabs the miss.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Knicks. They lead by a bucket. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second
And your 407.
and the 4th pick in 2018. Jaren Jackson.
Probably be more of a backline help.
A veteran's understanding of help and positioning, Grant.
Yeah, I love that defensive mind approach. That's why they're a team to be reckoned with.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got R.J. Hampton. Wagner is out there with Gary Harris. Then it's Dwight Howard. And it's Anthony in at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And Zach LaVine just continues to refine his game. His shot selection has really improved. He's much more choosy on when he shoots.
You know, while LaVine is picking up his spots a bit more, he is still the guy for this team late in games.
He really is. I mean, he can create a shot for himself any trip down the floor. He's been the de facto leader for a while for this Bulls club, and nobody else has as much experience on late-game shots.
Well, Clark, there's always a lot of player movement in the league in the offseason. How long do you think it takes a team with a reshaped roster to come together?
Longer than people want it to take. It usually takes a bit of time. I mean, that's a delicate dynamic when you talk about blending pieces together midstream. That's sometimes why teams fly under the radar as they're trying to work out their identity. And then when the pieces fall into place, they really are off and running.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Turner in the high post. It's stolen by Howard.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Suggs is checked in for Orlando. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Zion Williamson is checked in for Turner. The Knicks with the lead. Smith left side. LaVine passes to Tatum. Misses the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Wagner. Here's White. Williams grabs the board. Tatum passes to LaVine. Tatum against Howard. The drive by Tatum. Ooh, Howard with a block.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempt.
Here's Suggs. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Knicks have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Back to Smith. Here's Williamson. Howard with some nice D.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Anthony. Shoots over LaVine. And there's Howard. That one's good on the assist by Anthony.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
For Orlando, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Who on the Bleachers? Make some noise. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your 4-on-7.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for Anthony.
First in opponent field goal percentage, first in opponent points per game, and they did a lot of damage from range. Third in three-point shooting efficiency. It was central to their scheme.
And when you consider how hard they played on defense last year, their opponent field goal percentage was the best in the league. You got to love the effort they showed on that end. Toppin, he's checked in for New York.
4-on-7 Knicks team. Make some noise, fans.
Three minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Suggs. Guarded by Barrett. Back to Fultz. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Shoots it from the high post. And once again off the mark by Orlando. And for the Knicks, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Outside Barrett. Back to Edwards. Outside Barrett. It's Edwards on the wing. From downtown. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
You see the explosive athleticism of Edwards. I mean, he's on full display and quite obvious. He's one of the best athletes in the league, no doubt.
The Magic making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Orlando trailing here. And here's White. 8 points in his last time out. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And that athleticism, it's what made Edwards the top pick in 2020.
Yeah, he's got a high ceiling, Brian. I mean, he lifts off with ease and power. It's rare that you have a guy who elevates like that and is strong in the air. And you definitely don't want to see him coming at you in the paint because he can wreck the rim with the best of them.
Pass to Reddish. Here's Barrett. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, New York. Barrett with it. Fultz picks him up. Here's Toppin. It's Edwards on the wing. He takes it in. And that one's good. Edwards has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Howard with a screen on Barrett, and it's Fultz off the drive. Six on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Barrett. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the 2nd quarter. Here's Toppin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Back to Reddish. From the arc. And that's not going to go.
See defensively, Carter with really good instincts. I mean, he moves his feet well, and of course, he gives you plenty of size at that position.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Knicks up 2. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were...
Appreciate it, Allie.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now,
we have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real...
Okay, time to shift focus. Looking at some games coming up later on tonight. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. So on the floor for the Knicks, we've got Jason Tatum. He's out there with Zion Williamson. Zach LaVine out there with Cam Reddish. And it's Jones in at the point. And for the Knicks, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. And Tatum, here we go. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Reddish. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. The Magic shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Anthony with it. Pass to Suggs. Clark, a lot's been made of small ball in the NBA, but you look at the teams making deep playoff runs, and they've got size.
Well, I think you need both. I think you need a combination of size and skill, and you also need a nice blend of youth and experience. All of that makes for championship caliber teams. But the game of basketball is always going to be a game of skill, and size can enhance that skill.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Anthony. He's got 5. Pass to Carter. Six to shoot. Now Anthony for the lead. The shot misses. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Ever since the back half of last year, Tatum's been on fire. Now, the game has slowed down for him, so he could play faster, but now he's become nearly unstoppable. Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
It's time for T-shirts. And your 407.
Checked in for Howard. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Toppin comes in for Reddish. Hero, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Edwards in for Jones. The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. And, you know, in the under 25 club, Grant, some observers say they take Tatum over Doncic and others.
Well, Tatum's a big guy who's only getting bigger. His defense is almost on par now with his offense, and he has a possible MVP in his future.
Pass to Suggs. Anthony against Edwards. The floater. The rebound by Turner.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Suggs. Back to Anthony. Carter, a screen on Turner.
5th in fewest turnovers per game, 7th in rebounding, and they were top 15 in the NBA in second chance scoring. It wasn't a weak point for them, but it also wasn't one of their strengths either.
They took care of the ball, stayed in control. It was very hard to turn them over. Harris is checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for Anthony. And a switch here also for New York. Jones, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Back to Jones. Oh, stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Pass to Wagner. Edwards against Fultz. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Now here's Carter. Shoots over Turner. Off the left rim and out.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
To the right side. Can't get it to drop. Now Orlando takes it the other way. Outside Fultz. A minute 15 left in the third quarter of the game. New York has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. And Edwards, here we go. And a nice finish on the layup. Edwards got 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Which loudest section wants a T-shirt? And your 407.
switch here. White's checked in.
Make some noise, fans.
.59 seconds left in the third quarter here. Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. Count that one.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
White against Levine. Outside Barrett. Shot clock at 6. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to White. Carter against Jackson. On the attack, Carter. Carter, a screen on Barrett. Here's Harris. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
From deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's New York closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Kobe White, Cole Anthony out there with Suggs. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Howard in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's White. Pass to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Tatum. The Magic need to put one up here. Three-pointer, Anthony. It's rebounded by New York. Left side, Levine. Rebounded by Suggs. Orlando trailing here. Three-pointer, Anthony. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
On the take. Pass to Levine. Back to Tatum. And that one good. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Got to give credit to Tatum. I mean, adding strength over time, learning how to score through contact on the drive, all positive signs.
Picked by Carter. Levine with a steal. Fast break, New York. Back to Jones. Outside Barrett. Pass to Tatum. Here he goes. And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, B.A., it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers.
Hampton's checked in for White. A big group substitution here for New York. Zion Williamson is checked in for Jackson. Reddish comes in for Levine. Edwards, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Smith in for Jones. Pass to Hampton. Picked by Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive, positioning himself in these situations.
Williamson outside. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Oh, a special move before that shot.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And he's going for the lob. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Now Smith. Outside Edwards. Back to Smith. Out to the right wing. Here's Tatum. Up top Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Magic. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Edwards. On the break. There's Tatum with the 3. Kept alive. Here's Reddish. Another shot. Here's Williamson. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Pass to Suggs from deep. Shot that time, not on target. New York goes the other way with it. Levine finds Turner. Outside Jones. Back to Turner. On the wing, Levine. 6 to shoot. Back to Turner. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Knicks.
Very few easy baskets in this one. Most of the missed shots can be attributed to solid defense, Greg.
Yeah, both teams had great energy on defense, B.A.
And this one concludes with their 2nd victory of the year.
Well, these teams meet 3 more times, so it has to feel great to take the first contest. It gives you a mental edge going forward against Orlando.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Jason Tatum.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
So for the Magic, Harris has checked in for Carter, and Hampton is subbed in for Fultz. Tatum, he's checked in for New York. And here's New York now. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Shot is good by Barrett.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Good on the second one. Here's Jones. Right side Levine to the middle. Here's Turner. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. And the Knicks lead by 14.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were...